यस हेलो गुड इवनिंग वेलकम यू ऑल। स्वागत है आपका आज के इस 56th एक्सपर्ट टॉक लाइव सेशन में। सो दिस इज आवर थर्ड सीजन, यू कैन से। आफ्टर Diwali we are again starting this season of our expert talk show, and today we will be having one amazing super energetic personality with us. So let us invite CA Harit Dhariwal on this expert talk show. Yes, Harit, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Vipul bhai. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for accepting our invitation, Harit.
Thank you. It's my
And
pleasure.
I'm sure it will be one of the most energetic expert talk show we have till now.
Thank you.
Yes, Meet, thank you for joining in. Yes, Archana, thank you for joining in. So, Harit, we will be talking about, we will be having this session on Talk Beyond the Financial Boundaries uh, with CA Harit Dhariwal. So, audience, please like and subscribe and share this session, and do participate, do ask live questions also. So, CA Harit Dhariwal, I know him since almost 6 years. One of the most energetic person I have came across my life. He is by profession he is CA, and he was immediate past uh, president of ICAI Ahmedabad branch, and his branch, CA fraternity of Ahmedabad, has seen the energy and his enthusiasm, क्योंकि उनकी लीडरशिप में ब्रांच ने 4 अवार्ड्स विन किए थे, जो सेकंड टाइम हिस्ट्री में अचीव हुआ था। 2 नेशनल अवार्ड थे, 2 रीजनल अवार्ड थे। वन ऑफ द बेस्ट ब्रांच ऑफ द रीजन एंड बेस्ट ब्रांच ऑफ द कंट्री। एंड सबसे सरप्राइजिंग बात ये थी कि जो फर्स्ट और सेकंड ब्रांच था उसमें जो डिफरेंस था, दैट वाज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 25 to 30 मार्क्स। सो दैट वाज ए ह्यूज डिफरेंस, एंड मैंने भी काफ़ी सारी उनकी इवेंट्स में पार्टिसिपेट किया था। So, and he was also one of our, first president of BNI Ultimus chapter. So, उनकी leadership में मैंने भी, 6 महीने BNI में काम किया. So, I've seen him. The way he works is amazing, and we will get some amazing inputs from him. So, let us start the session, and let us discuss about the today's topic. Before that, Harit, I would like to know something more about you. So, please let us know more about you, your life journey, your achievements, and something our audience would like to know more for. आपके बारे में कुछ बताइए हमें, please.
So thank you, Vipul bhai, for such a warm introduction. I think आपने काफी कुछ बता ही दिया है. I think I'll still tell something about myself, my professional life. Yes, he mentioned about that I'm the immediate past chairman of the Ahmedabad branch of ICAI, and Ahmedabad branch is the second largest branch of the country. And very happy that he mentioned that we got all the 4 awards that the branch can get, and last year we got all the 4 awards. Apart from this, I am into professional practice as a chartered accountant since last 12 years. And before that, I was working with Vedanta Group in Mumbai. So having a total experience of around 15 years, and in the field of project finance, taxation, audits, RERA advisory, and even GST now. So this is about my personal and professional life. Yes, as a personal life, I think as he mentioned about BNI, yes, I'm part of a lot of organizations. I love networking, and yes, as a hobby, yes, I love playing badminton and I love dancing. Thank you.
Yes, amazing. So I love your spirit and your quality of initiating new things and taking initiatives, and the nature, सबके साथ घुल मिल जाना, सबके साथ अच्छे से तालमेल करना, that is this very positive approach. So yes, amazing, Harit, amazing. Keep it up, and let us have the first question of the session. So what is the future and demands for CA professional?
Future and demand for CEO. Oh, okay. I think chartered accountants, as you know, I think they are a very rare commodity. And when I say rare commodity, because out of a total population of around 140 crores that we have in India, there are only 3,25,000 around chartered accountants. Which if we talk about numbers, which we are very fond of, it's only 0.025 percentage. So when we say about rare commodity, I also say that now the chartered accountants are not known only for the they're not only known as bean keepers. वो बोलते हैं ना खाली accounting का काम नहीं है. They are now into a lot of fields which were earlier unheard of. For example, we only know CAs of doing auditing, taxation, GST, project finance. But now there are many new avenues for chartered accountants. Like there is forensic auditing, there is information technology audit, and there is RERA, there is FEMA. So there are so many new areas of practice which a chartered accountant can venture into. Apart from practice, let us see about the industry. I think earlier there was a scenario where CAs were only considered for accounting and finance roles or maybe taxation roles. But now, you look at any industry, CAs are forming part of their production team. You see even production heads becoming chartered accountants. You have even chief marketing officers being a chartered accountant. So now CAs are not only into that specific domain, they can now venture into a lot of fields. So we were just in a CFO discussion last week, and they very rightly mentioned, one of the business owners rightly mentioned that I would like to see a chartered accountant becoming a CEO now in our company, because we have to move ahead from only a CFO to now a CEO, because chartered accountants have a very good business understanding. So hence, I think when you talk about the future and demand for CAs, it is amazing. It is a very bright future. And if you see in the last campus also, we got a package of around 30 lakhs for a chartered accountant, and around
Wow.
12 CAs got placed in the last package. So the demand is phenomenal. You see any industry, and every industry are taking chartered accountants. So, and as I told you that now it is not only restricted to a particular field. There are a lot of fields that CA can venture into.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's yes, Meet. Thank you for all your appreciation and all the comments. Do participate. Thank you so much. Yes, Yanduriji, we will definitely have a session for IFRS and small and medium scale units (SMEs). Anuradha ji, thank you for your appreciation. Thank you so much. Yes, we will definitely cover that, Yanduriji, in the upcoming sessions. So moving on, Harit, with the next question, you rightly mentioned there about the future and demands for CA professionals, and you rightly said ki India mein there are only 3 lakhs 20,000 something. You've quoted the figure that there are only this many CAs, So about this is about CAs. So now talking about opportunities for semi qualified CAs or dropout CAs, because ऐसा बोलते हैं कि CA में hardly results का जो ratio है that is 3 or 4%, right, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So 100 में से 3 या 4 लोग ही CA बन पाते हैं. So what is the scope for this 90 93 94 जो others बाकी बचते हैं? What is the opportunities for them?
So I think first thing is that I would urge all the 95, 96 people to first complete your CA, because it's something which is really very a reward degree. But yes, those who are semi-qualified CAs or dropout CAs, I think right now unlike let's say 10, 15 years before, there was not much score apart from accounting. But now if you see as the thing stands today, they can be a part of any finance team, because they have obtained a few skills of a chartered accountant while they're doing the articleship. So they can be a part of the accounting team, finance team, taxation team. They can even work under a chartered accountant, maybe in their office. They can help them, in their own setup and all. But I think one of the opportunities that I want to highlight is the outsourcing opportunity, because now a lot of outsourcing of accounts and outsourcing of taxation work is coming to India. So countries like US, UK, even Mauritius, or maybe even Australia for that matter, these companies are giving their accounting work to Indian firms. So a lot of back offices are getting open in India, and majority of the semi-qualified CA or dropout CAs, or even BCom graduates, or for that matter even MCom graduates, they are now getting employed in these companies, and they're getting a very good pay package. And apart from the pay package, the quality of life, even the growth for the future, they are very well assured. So outsourcing is something that they can really target, going to the industry. But yes, if they're not into their outsourcing thing, then yes, the routine areas of practice are always open to them, and job in a corporate or job in any multinational are always open for them. But again urge them that you should get some professional degree. Maybe if not CA, then you have CS, you have ICWA, you can even do an MBA in finance. There's so many other opportunities. So try to honor your skills and get some professional degree as well.
सो वेरी राइटली सेड, आपने सही बताया कि फर्स्ट चीज जो आपने बोला कि नेवर गिव अप, बिकॉज आई मुझे जहां तक पता है सीए फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर करने वाले बहुत कम कैंडिडेट्स होते हैं, सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ इवन फिफ्थ सिक्स में भी क्लियर करते हैं. सो नेवर गिव अप, ऑलवेज ट्राई, यू कैन डेफिनेटली डू इट. एंड इफ नॉट सीए तो देर आर अदर ऑप्शन, सीए में आईसीडब्ल्यूए काफी सारे और भी ऑप्शन है, एमबीए फिनांस. सो यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो फॉर इट. एंड you rightly said कि accounting outsourcing KPO business has a lot of potential nowadays. So as आपने जो अपने introduction में बताया था, very rightly said कि CA nowadays not limited to bookkeeping or audit or only related to bank audits. बैंक audits या bookkeeping या सिर्फ accounting related ही नहीं रहे, मतलब limited नहीं रहा. CA has now very vibrant, very huge scope. तो going beyond the financial boundaries, how CA can help to any startups, startup India. There is a this is a very buzzword, कि startup has, and it has a very huge potential, So, and I know CA can definitely do wonderful, can help any startup in an amazing way. But being CA, you will be able to tell us in a better way. So please let us know.
I think when you talk about startups, I think the first thing that came to my mind is, before a couple of days, we were just discussing with our client, that he was about to register a startup. So हमने देखा कि DIPP जो है, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इंडस्ट्री प्रमोशन जो है, which basically registers a startup. We just wanted to know how many startups are actually registered. There are around 75,000 odd startups who are actually registered in India. There may be many more, but जो proper
Wow.
official registered है वो 75,000 plus है. And you'll be surprised to know that around 4,500, like 4,505 के आसपास गुजरात में registered है. So
Wow,
there
amazing.
are a lot of startups which are coming in, and as a chartered accountant, I think now our role should not only be a value manager. Normally हम क्या बोलते हैं कि भाई आपने एक बार startup ने valuation बना दिया, फिर CA will come and audit, CA will come and do your taxation, all those stuff. That is value manager. We don't want to be value managers anymore. We want to be a value creator. And when I say value creator, it means we want to help startups right from their ideation, when they have an idea, वहां से लेके हम end तक उनको hand holding करके उनको हम support कर सकते हैं. So when I talk about hand holding thing, I think let us first start with how to form a company, maybe. Then the capital structure of the company. What should be an ideal capital structure? How to contribute, finances in that manner. How to raise capital. Idea तो होता ही है, पर सबसे important finance भी होता है. तो finance raise कैसे करना? That again, chartered accountants can help. So everything, making them aware of all the compliances. Startup में registration कैसे करना, DIPP के अंदर registration करने के बाद में उनके follow ups, compliances सब करना. Then what the grants government are getting, we can give them that overview, those things, plus income tax benefits, GST benefits, everything we can kind of guide them, make all the compliances for them. So as far as startups are concerned, yes, chartered accountants can be value creators for them, and for any startup, I think CS can be a big value add for them.
Wow, amazing. uh, Very, very short and very crisp and perfect answer to the question. So audience, you can also be active and you can also participate. You can ask any questions you have. We would be happy to cover that question at the end of the session. So Harit, next question is, what skills you think are important in today's world for any working professional?
Any working profession, okay. Skills, I think, you can name a lot of skills for that matter, but I think the first thing that I always believe in is the communication skill. Because you may be an expert in your field, you may be an, you must be an kind of subject expert, but unless and until you are able to express yourself, be it in a form of drafting a letter, or maybe as good as even having a verbal one-to-one, face-to-face communication. Anything, I think the way it should always be a persuasive communication. Communication is the most important thing that I believe, and that is a skill that any working professional should possess. Communication ke alawa, I also believe right now, in the time that we are living in, networking is the most important tool. Even for professionals, you always believe that networking to khali businesses ka hota hai. Professional networking is very, very important. I think we were a part of an organization. We were earlier part of an organization which basically taught us how to network, and also taught us the benefits of networking.
True,
So
true.
networking is something which all working professionals, you may never know the person whom you know or who is your friend, maybe a CFO or a CEO in another company. After a few years, he might even help you in that manner. So try and network more. Try and have a good circle of friends around you. That is very, very important. I think when I talk about networking, I just cannot resist myself from sharing a very famous song of Rajesh Khanna. I always used to pick this in my lectures. When एक वो गाना था, ओ मेरे दिल के चैन, उसमें ना there's a paragraph which says that, यूं तो अकेला भी अक्सर गिरकर संभल सकता हूं मैं, तुम जो पकड़ लो हाथ मेरा, दुनिया बदल सकता हूं मैं. So it's we alone can do a lot of things, but together a lot of people can do lot many more things. So yes, networking is one thing that I would really want any professional or any person to to have that skill. One of the skills very important is the time management. Because we all are day in and day out doing multiple tasks. Be it our office, social life, our personal family life, whatever things. But managing a time is the most important thing. And I have learned this last time during my chairmanship. That a lot of things. How important it is to manage your time properly. So that is something which I would again urge all of you, that including myself, to keep on developing and learning every day. Skills, I think, yes, one more skill that I want to mention specifically is to adapt to changes. And the changes can be in technology, changes can be in your own respective domain, wherever it is. But adaptation to those changes is perhaps a very important skill that we should have. Because we all know the world is changing very fast. Earlier there were inventions, and after one invention other was coming in, but now the pace is gone exponential. You don't know when the changes will come in. So it's very important to always be adaptive to those changes and always be receptive to those changes. So these are the few skills, apart that I think a working professional should have, apart from team building and problem solving and all the skills that we already know. But these are the few things that I want to highlight.
वेरी ट्रू। आपने जो एक सॉन्ग बोला तो मुझे भी एक सॉन्ग आ गया, याद आया कि साथ ही हाथ बढ़ाना करके एक सॉन्ग था, एक अकेला थक जाएगा। तो एंड वेरी एक और कॉन्सेप्ट है, आपने बोला कि बिकॉज ऑफ नेटवर्किंग ओनली यू एंड मी आर टुगेदर, एक हम भी एक नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म पे ऐसे ही मिले और एक अच्छे से रिलेशन क्रिएट हुआ और उसके कारण आज हम यहाँ पे साथ में हैं। तो दैट इज द पावर ऑफ नेटवर्किंग। एंड एक और भी अच्छा सा फॉर्मूला है, इट्स कॉल्ड एवरेज ऑफ 10। सो आपके आसपास 10 लोग कैसे है, उसका एवरेज विल बी दी यू, मतलब आप उसी के एवरेज बनोगे। तो आपके आसपास जो भी नेटवर्क है वही आपका पर्सनालिटी क्रिएट करेगा। सो
But I would just like to add one more thing, Vipul. There's one thing I just forgot. When I talk about all these qualities, I think even as professionals, as businesses, ethics, integrity, these are perhaps the most important things. We all the skills are important, but unless and until you are ethical to yourself, to your firm, and to your clients, and you are also, have your integrity, when whatever field you are into, that is perhaps the core of what you do. That is perhaps very, very important as well.
दैट विल क्रिएट दी, बोलते हैं ना, रिपीट वैल्यू क्रिएट होगा। अगर वो एथिक्स एंड इंटीग्रिटी होगा तो रिपीट रिलेशन में वो रिपीट वैल्यू आएगा, रिपीट बिजनेस आएगा, वो तभी आएगा। सो वो नहीं होगा तो आदमी रिलेशन में एक बार आपके साथ ट्रांजेक्शन करेगा, बट इफ यू वांट टू मेक द ट्रांजेक्शन अगेन एंड अगेन, तो एथिक्स एंड इंटीग्रिटी आर वेरी मच important. I agree with you. So that is very much important. So one of the last question, your final words, and would you like to share a few lessons that you've learned in your professional journey so far, few case studies, because I know you are a very good storyteller. So please share us a few case studies you would like to share with our audience, जिससे हम सबको कुछ सीखने को मिले। तो ऐसे कुछ 2-3 अच्छी आप केस स्टडीज प्लीज शेयर कीजिए।
Thank you, Vipul bhai. दो तीन अच्छी तो नहीं. I think I'll do one thing. I'll take one from my professional journey and one from my experience with the ICAI branch. I think I'll tell you one thing. Last year when I was a chairman, I think one thing that I learned, there was a saying that even the bravest and the most imaginative person, cannot succeed only if he follows, succeed by only following convention. अगर जो पहले होता गया है वही आप करोगे तो you will not succeed. It's as simple as that. And last time I remember when I was a chairman, I took over. I did a lot of events which were never which were unheard of. For example, I did Movement 73, which was a fitness event. Normally fitness and CS को वो लोग साथ में नहीं लेते हैं, but there was an event which I did. We did a blogging event again, jogging along with cleaning the streets of Ahmedabad. We did Bhagavad Gita series, for management lessons from Bhagavad Gita. We did a CA marathon. So all these events which I'm mentioning were never done as a CA branch. So there was not a convention. So basically, whenever a lot of people even opposed it, that yaar ye kyun kar rahe ho? What is this requirement? But that was a time when COVID was there, and that was a time when connectedness was the most important thing. So I had to do that. So if you are convinced that what you want to do, and if you have a good team to support you, then I think you should break conventions and you should do something which is very new and very which is never heard of. So that is something that I want to tell about the branch. Yes, apart from that, the second thing about the professional journey, as I shared with you also, that that never give up attitude that we develop, that is I also learned this during the years of my practice, that apart from never give up attitude, I always feel that whatever hard work you put in, there is always be a time when you will be rewarded. Maybe the same day, same month, you will not be getting the rewards, the fruit of it, but maybe at a later date you will be getting the reward of it. So don't stop doing hard work. And I'll share with you a very simple example that I faced in 2018. I did a project finance for one of the clients, and basically he was not my client. He came from somewhere else. So he had earlier tried with 3 or 4 other consultants, and he could not get through with the bank. And finally, in 1 month of my giving time to that, and we could get through the proposal. We got 3 banks on board. It was a very big proposal, a very big amount. So we were very happy, and it was a loan which was which was something which a lot of people tried, could not do it. So it made me really happy that I could do this. But I still remember it was in the month of May, 8th of May, 9th of May, the board meeting was there to sign and approve the note. And 8th of May, I get to know that the general manager who's supposed to sign it, he's got transferred. So then it got delayed, and obviously since he was getting transferred, the next GM would have come after 1 month, and the project would have got delayed. So ultimately, the project could not happen. So I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed that that in spite of giving so much of an effort, I could not get through and everything. But believe me, after 2 years, and then just after COVID, I got a similar proposal of an even bigger amount, and or the similar industry. I had everything ready. My Excel was ready. My project report was ready. Everything was ready, and I could get a bigger amount after 2 years with a similar bank. So my only thing is that I waited. It's not that हम बोलते हैं ना कि सब्र किए जब फल मिलता है, वो सब होता ही है. In the real sense, you should never stop working hard. That is what I want to convey. That I've learned through a lot of lessons. This was one of them that I wanted to share. But yes, never give up, never stop working hard, because you will definitely get the fruits of your labor.
वेरी ट्रू. देर आर, बोलते हैं ना, देर आर नो फेलियर्स, ऑल आर एक्सपीरियंसेस. तो जो आपने पहले बताया कि वो लास्ट जो पहली बार बैंक के साथ आपका जो प्रोजेक्ट नहीं हो पाया, दैट वाज अ फेलियर, बट इट वाज अ लर्निंग, इट वाज एन एक्सपीरियंस व्हिच हैज हेल्प्ड यू कि आपने ये जो सेकंड टाइम जो आया, तो
And
यू
actually, certain things are not in our control. Now, उसका resignation 9th को आएगा, वो किसको पता है? No, even he, the person himself, would not have imagined his wildest dreams. So things are not in your control. You just have to take it as in there and then.
ट्रू, वेरी ट्रू, वेरी ट्रू. आई मीन आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में मैंने ये सीखा था कि सम विद थिंग्स व्हिच आर नॉट इन योर कंट्रोल, जस्ट एक्सेप्ट देम, बिकॉज जो चीज़ को आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते उसको एक्सेप्ट कर लो. सो वेरी वेरी राइटली से. सो दैट वाज अमेजिंग, and thanks for sharing all your experience. So now one of the very spontaneous and one of the very unique session of our live session. So rapid fire round. Harit, which is your favorite book?
Favorite book, I think a lot of books, but Steve Jobs. Yes, I'm reading him, so I love Steve Jobs.
And which is your favorite hobby? Like, traveling, watching movies, playing around. What is your hobby?
My favorite hobby would be maybe spending time with family. Actually, I really love that. And a hobby is, for that matter, yes, playing badminton.
Wow, that's great. So Harit, thank you so much for joining in, and thank you so much for sharing your amazing experience. आपने काफ़ी सारे अपने real life experience, never quit, never give up, learn from the failures, काफ़ी कुछ positive share किया, and I'm sure it will help us, it will help our audience, and we are sure कि काफ़ी लोगों को इससे guidance मिलेगा, and we wish you all the best. बस आप
Thank
यही
you.
enthusiasm, यही spirit के साथ आगे बढ़ते रहे, और ऐसे ही बस वन आफ्टर अनदर माइलस्टोन अचीव करते रहे. ऐसे बेस्ट विशेस हमारे हैं आपके लिए. सो थैंक यू सो मच हरित. थैंक
Thank
यू
you.
सो
Thank
मच
you,
फॉर
Vipul.
जॉइनिंग इन.
Thank
थैंक
you.
यू,
If you have
थैंक
any
यू.
questions, we can take it if you have time. I don't know.
So yeah, so Anuradha is asking that what keeps you going?
What keeps you going? I think the passion for whatever I do. I'm a very passionate person, so whatever interests me, I do that, and that passion of doing it keeps me going.
Wow, great. And Mr. Yanduri is asking that in day-to-day office work, people are putting a lot of workload on CA compared to other management staff. In fact, management prefers CAs to involve in all the areas except production prices. But you are suggesting to learn networking. How do we cope up with the same?
Okay, so I what I could make out from the question is that CAs are always overburdened and they are not having time for networking. So, sir, number one is that yes, you are saying that management prefers CAs. So obviously, it's a good thing that they always prefer us with a lot of work. And you mentioned except production process. As I mentioned, I know few chartered accountants who are production head now. So even in production, also CAs are involved. Now, coming to a question about how to learn networking, I think, see, networking is something which cannot be taught. It is something that the CA will have to do himself. Like you join a lot of organizations which you can be a part of. So, time, I understand time is very short. We all have 24 hours in a day, but it is up to us how to manage that. As I told about time management, अगर आपको 2 घंटे नेटवर्किंग के लिए निकालना है तो वो निकालना है. Like we earlier, me and Vipul were part of an organization where every Thursday morning 7 to 10 we were at a particular place at a particular time. Now, whatever commitments I have to make sure that I'm not available at that time. So that is the art of saying no also at times. So I understand that being in employment it's difficult, but if you want to do something, I think nothing is impossible. So you have to take that time out, go to other, not only to organizations. Let's say even a thing like a Lions Club, or wherever you feel like, your own community club, where you can meet new people, you can meet your like-minded people. That also you can start doing with that. Go to clubs, go to so many places where you can see your peers there. So something that should be started initially, and then maybe you can take it at a later stage to a bigger organization.
And best part is like post COVID, after Corona, online opportunities have grown up. So if you have workload, then I think online there are a lot of other opportunities wherein आप ऑनलाइन नेटवर्किंग करके भी काफी कुछ एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं, राइट अरित?
Exactly, and I think networking, when you talk about, the biggest thing that I feel is lacking currently when I see youngsters, what they do is, whenever they do go to a particular program or a function, or maybe even the organization that I'm referring to, people, by, they only restrict to their own group. वहाँ खड़े होते हैं अपने 3-4 जनों के पास में ही रहते हैं. I think that inhibition we have to just give up. You have to go and start meeting people. आगे होके मिलना. I think you see to foreign people, foreign countries, they go there, they meet you and they greet you with a smiling face. That attitude change is very much required. That is what I see, that you should go out and approach people.
क्योंकि बाकी के जो जिनके साथ आप खड़े हो उनको तो आप रेगुलरली
जानते
वैसे
ही
भी
हो.
जानते हो, और उनको तो ऑन एंड ऑफ आपका मिलना होता ही है. सो लेट्स explore other persons, peoples available in the any event, so that will help you. So audience, you can
True.
connect with Harit on LinkedIn. This is his LinkedIn handle. This is his Instagram handle. He is very much active on Instagram also, so you can connect with him, and if you have any queries, then he would love to connect with you on LinkedIn, and he'll definitely answer your DMs. तो आप उनको डायरेक्ट मैसेज कर सकते हैं, राइट?
Then, sir, thank you. I
Yes,
think
thank you Harit. We are thankful to you, sir. Thank you so much. And जैसे यंदूरी जी ने बताया है, IFRS या ऐसे कोई टॉपिक पे भी हम डेफिनेटली सेशन कर सकते हैं, डेफिनेटली.
absolutely. Done.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
thank
much,
you
sir.
so
Thank
much.
you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good day, bye bye. Yeah. Yes, audience, thank you for joining in today's session. And as I've said, this was 56th Expert Talk live show. So हम ऐसे ही आपसे जुड़े रहेंगे. एवरी वीकेंड, फ्राइडे, सैटरडे, संडे को हमारा ये लाइव सेशन होता है. कल भी हम ऐसा ही एक लाइव सेशन लेके आ रहे हैं, अपॉर्चुनिटीज फॉर IT फ्रेशर्स. सो सी यू टुमारो 5 PM. डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, सब्सक्राइब. इफ यू आर वाचिंग इट ऑन यूट्यूब, तो आप हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल विपुल द वंडरफुल को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब कर सकते हैं. आपको डेफिनेटली हमारे लाइव अपडेट्स मिलेंगे वहाँ पे. अगर आप LinkedIn पे देख रहे हैं तो follow us there for our regular updates. Audience, this session was powered by Post Resume. We are into recruitment services since 2007. So do connect with us if you are looking for any career guidance. Do connect with us if you are looking for any talent solutions for your organizations. And also do connect with me if you think you have the expertise and you have the spirit, you have the spirit to share your expertise with others. Because I many times I used to say कि knowledge experience काफी लोगों में होता है, but वो शेयर करने की स्पिरिट हर एक में नहीं होती है. तो इफ यू थिंक कि आपने में वो स्पिरिट है कि अपना एक्सपीरियंस, अपना एक्सपर्टाइज आप शेयर कर सकते हैं, तो आप डेफिनेटली मुझे लिंक्डइन पे PM कनेक्ट कीजिए, इंस्टाग्राम पे कनेक्ट कीजिए. आई विल बी happy to have you on our expert talk show. Thank you so much for joining in today's session, and see you tomorrow. Thank you everyone.